record it, and then I'm going to send it to you after the class. Okay, so that you have reference video, so that you can refer to it right later point of the time. Okay, so I think we'll get started. So what is the first thing you do on in first day of your class where you don't know anybody? What do you do?
And hi.
You say hi. Very good. Let's say hi. Hi everyone.
Hi.
Okay, good. And next thing we are going to do is we are going to do a round of introduction so that we all know each other. Okay, fine. So I'll start with myself. Okay, so my name is Dhananjay, and I'm going to be your instructor for this class. Okay, I have worked on a lot of programming languages, and we are going to check on what are the different programming languages and what are their purposes as we move on to this class. Okay, but programming is a lot of fun, and I'm still excited to learn programming. Okay, so this is what I do. I teach technology, right? Like programming or robotics. Okay, and also like basically I have two maker labs which I run. Okay, so I have a maker lab in HSR layout and I have a maker lab in Electronic City. So once we are out of lockdown, so you all can visit the maker labs and we can meet in person. Okay, and my hobbies. Okay, so I like to basically watch movies, a lot of movies, and I like to play badminton as well as cricket, but I'm not getting time to play cricket these days. Okay, so I used to play badminton, but because of lockdown, even that is stopped. Okay, so that is about me. So why don't you all not tell something about yourself, your hobbies, okay, and which class you study, which school, okay? And as a rule, we will all keep our videos on, okay? Mic, you can mute or unmute. Uh, Mute is basically you stop your mic so that if there is a background noise, the class does not get disturbed. But the video is something which we are going to keep it on. Okay, so that I get to see your faces. So whether you're understanding or not understanding, and accordingly I can modify what I'm telling you. Fine. So so this is going to be fun class. Let's not be too serious, no? So there is a saying, right? So the saying is you should be sincere. You should be sincere in whatever you do, but you need not be serious. Okay, we should not be serious like this is the class, this is a Python class, this is what we're going to learn, and this is the for loop, and this is the while loop. We should not be doing like that. Okay, so we are going to have a lot of fun in this class. Okay, and along the fun, we will learn a lot of concepts which will explain to you what is computer programming, and you will be able to write a lot of good code. You'll be able to create a lot of applications, and you will also be able to create games. Okay, who all likes games? Just raise your hand. Okay, so everybody likes games, including Ritvik. Okay, super, excellent. Now you can keep your hands down. Very nice. So you'll be able to build your games. Fine. So let's get on to the introduction. So let's start with Sanskriti.
Okay. So my name is Sanskriti. I'm in 5th standard and I like robotics and I like robotics and coding. Yeah, basic codings, logical reasoning, all that things. And I how I got the interest of robotics is when I saw so many movies like Wall-E or Next Gen or something like that. I got an interest to make the robots. Robots to help each people or something like family members or something. And I wanted to become like a robotics student.
Very nice. And what is your hobby?
My hobby is like stitching and I like painting also. I like so many things like painting, arts, drawing, sketching, shading, like that. These are only my hobbies. And I
Nice.
like basketball. That's my hobby.
Oh, that's superb. Okay, okay, that's great. That's great. Okay, so so many good things you like painting and sketching. Okay, very good, very good. Fine, excellent. Okay, now we will move on to costume.
My name is Kaustubh, and my hobby. I'm in fifth standard. My hobby is to play football, and uh, time to do coding. And my favorite color is blue. That's all.
Okay, 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 good, good, very good. And class do you study? Sanskriti studies in grade 5. She is going to be in grade 5 now, but her school has not started. What about you, Kaustubh? Which class do you study?
My school started, and I'm in grade 5.
Oh, you are also in grade 5. Okay, and your school has started. Okay, excellent. So you're doing online classes.
Now my school is stopped. No online classes.
Okay, so again, vacation time. Okay, okay, good, good, good.
Learn assignments.
And assignments. Okay, so you've got assignments from school.
Yeah.
You've got all your books.
No. You have
Oh,
to write it in your normal rough notebooks and like that.
okay, okay, good, good, good. Excellent, excellent. And you like to play football, but I believe you must be playing football only at home at the moment, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, good, good. Okay, now we will move on to the next student, which is Ritvik.
Uh, my name's Ritvik, so I'm studying in Indus International School. My hobbies are football, badminton, tennis, and I like to play video games, including PS4. And I study economics and maths every 1 hour.
Okay, okay, excellent, excellent. And you like to play video games. So, which is the recent game you're playing?
I've been playing Fortnite, so
Oh, that racing game, car
no,
racing.
no, sir, it's a realistic game. Like it's shooting game, like not animated shooting game, something like that.
Another shooting game. Okay, okay. Cool. And you like to study economics. Okay, that's excellent. And you are like basically really enjoy reading, learning about economics, or you're just doing because that's you're part of
No,
the.
I enjoy learning economics. So.
Okay, you're just learning economics out of hobby.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, good, good, good. And so we will move on to the next student. And next student, sorry, don't know your name. Can you introduce yourself? The one with specs with orange background.
My name is Shriman.
Shriman.
Uh, I'm studying in seventh grade, and then I like playing video games. I like karate. I like coding, and then I like football and cricket.
Okay, okay. So seventh grade karate. Right. Okay. So karate, you're doing online classes on karate these days?
No, I left karate a few months before.
Or why did you leave?
No, something happened to my leg. My leg twisted, so I could not do karate.
Okay, okay, okay. Good, good, good. Once you heal, no, once you're fine, then get back to that. It's a very good self-defense sports, right?
Yes.
Okay, very good, very good. And uh, Maher, Maher. So let's have a round of introduction for you. Can you hear me? Maher, you're mute. Ah, now you're not mute. Okay, Maher. you, Maher. How are you? Hey, Maher, can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
Your voice is very feeble. We are not able to hear you.
Over my mic's like there's something wrong. I'll just choose my volume. So can you hear me now?
Yes, much better, much better. Looks like you're expert at handling these settings, audio, video. Very good, very good. Okay, Maher, so actually you joined a little bit late. So we just finished a round of introduction. So we have Sanskriti and then Ritvik and Shriman and we have Kaustubh. Okay, so now it's your time to introduce yourself.
My name is Maher. I go to Greenwood High. My favorite color is red. I like video games like Minecraft and Roblox.
Okay, okay, good, good. And which class do you study?
So might be going to fourth grade.
In sixth grade? Fifth grade?
So right now I'm third grade. I'm going to fourth grade. I might be skipping fourth grade.
So you'll be skipping fourth grade.
Maybe.
Oh, you could. That's what you're saying. You
Maybe,
could
yeah.
fourth grade and you'll directly start with fifth grade.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, good. So we have many fifth graders in the class, and only Ritvik is in ninth grade, right, Ritvik?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, good, good, good. And Shriman is in seventh grade. Okay, so we have a good mix. Okay, cool. So that's really good. I hope we all know each other. Now we will get started with talking about computer programming. Okay, so now Sanskriti, you love robotics and coding, and at the same time you love painting and sketching. That's a very good combination. You have logical bent of mind as well as artistic. You can create very interesting things. Right. So now, so what all have you done so far in technology learning, whether it is robotics or coding? What
So
all?
can I start?
Sorry.
So can I start?
Okay, yeah, Mahir, you can start.
So about the month I've been doing a little Python, and that's all.
Mahir,
Very well.
your audio is coming and going, so so
Sorry.
can you just repeat what you said?
We talked about like the last 2 months I've been doing a little coding, like Python. That's the course I use.
Okay, so you're already familiar with Python.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Okay, and I know you come to my Maker Lab, so I know what all you have done on robotics. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Python, since when you are learning?
So I've been doing it about I started in December or January.
Okay,
Thing called Tinker. That's where I learned it from.
okay. And you were learning by your own, or somebody was teaching you?
No. They just give you a tiny first they give you a section and then you read it, and then after that there's a challenge. Whatever you learn from the section, you have to do it.
Okay, excellent. Okay.
Multiplication, and all those stuff. I know very little, not too much.
Okay, okay, okay. Good, good. Okay, so who wants to go next? Yeah, we can, anybody can start. So I hope you remember the question. The question is, how much of robotics or coding, computer programming, technology learning you have done so far?
I have. Okay. I have not done many coding stuff. I have an Olympiad books, I like stuff like that. In that, logical reasonings are there, so I'll just write some of that, and I'm interested in that.
Okay.
In coding, also in my classes, in my school classes also, I have some coding thing, like codings in computer periods, like that. And I am going in QMath also. So there, one chapter I have finished coding. It's about the binary computers, everything like that. I have finished these type of.
Okay. Okay. Good. 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 So you have some background of coding. Do you remember which programming language you were using to code? Was it
I only know binary.
binary? Okay. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. Sure.
Sir, I'm logging out from this meeting and I'll again join in from my laptop.
Sure. You can do
Okay,
it.
sir, can you admit me?
You need to join. No problem. Directly get it.
Okay.
Okay. So how about you, Ritvik? So how much have you done on technology and programming?
So I've done just basic JavaScript and HTML, and I've created 2 or 3 websites based on our school. And yeah, I never did Python. That's why I started.
Okay, you have not done Python ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
talking about websites, I have my own.
You have your own website.
It's gamingtaste.com. You can buy products,
And what are you selling on that website, Maher?
headphones, batteries, all those stuff.
Okay, good, good, good. So how did you build it? Did you use some tool or you just started with it?
No, I use a tool.
Okay, like what? Dreamweaver?
Wix.
Oh, Wix. Okay, okay. Online platform. Okay. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, super. So that's good. So Ritvik has done some JavaScript and HTML. Okay, fine. And Ritvik, your websites are live or it was some school project?
This was school project.
Okay, fine, sure.
Did you check
Okay,
on mine?
yeah. We will check later, Maya. Okay. So you have to actually ping me your
I'll send the link right now.
site address. Okay. So the way to do it is you can click on chat and.
Yes,
Put
I
it
know.
there. Okay, so Shriman is back and Kaustubh. So what all have you done, Kaustubh? I believe you have done Android course earlier, right, Kaustubh? Kaustubh, you're on mute. Let me. Okay, good.
I've done electroblocks, drone, and I'm doing Android also.
Or you're doing Android also. And but drone, you wouldn't have got a drone in your hand, right? You just went
No,
through
I got it before the drone.
the drone. Okay, okay, good, good, good. And you have done your what is that? Scratch. Scratch is something which you've done. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Maher's website is gamingtaste.com. Very interesting name. Yeah. So it has gaming as well as it has tasty stuff. Okay. Super. Cool. Cool. Take a look, man. Take a look. And everybody, all of you who are interested in games can take a look as well. Welcome to your gaming world. Oh my goodness, this is awesome website. This is awesome, awesome. Eco. There is an eco background eco. So I don't know. Okay. So Shriyam, can you introduce your, so can you tell me what all you have done?
So I know Scratch. I know Scratch programming. They taught me in the school. Then I started learning Python. My father taught me, and then the in the school, my teacher told that she will teach us C plus coding this year.
C++. Okay. Fine. So Shriman has done Scratch as well as some Python, right? Good. So we have two students who already know some little bit of Python. Okay, excellent, excellent. So those of you who don't know programming language, nothing to worry. We are all going to learn in this class. Okay. Now, so I just want to check about your environment. So how many of you were able to install Python and then after that PyCharm? So your computer has Python.
Just so that app that there's like your blackboard, and then on the other side of the thing, which is like it shows some AD something like that.
Okay, so I believe Kaustubh already has it installed. Okay, so Shriman, even I think you must be having it installed, right?
I didn't have it installed. There was some problem with my computer. So I'll try installing it.
Okay, so you can try installing it now.
So I downloaded both of them.
Okay, and
Python 2.8 open.
What's that?
So mine's already installed. I'm just
okay, fine. So I think we have to talk one by one, otherwise there'll be a lot of confusion. So Ritvik, you're saying that you have already downloaded and you've installed it.
Yeah.
So I got him.
And you're able to run it, right? You're able to run it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, super. So Sanskriti, you don't have it installed, right?
Yeah.
It is installed. Python.
Installed.
PyCharm is installed.
So I do it.
Python.
That happens.
Python is also installed.
Excellent. So we
So
have,
it's Python 3.8 30%.
okay, so Mahir also has, and Kaustubh has it, Ritvik has it, and Shriman, you also have it installed, right? Because you are, okay, you said you were not.
I don't have the new version of the Python. I didn't install the new version.
If it is any version 3.x, and if it is better, if it is after 3.7 onwards, all the same, nothing to worry on that. Okay. You have some version of Python in your computer.
Ma'am, why is Smita ma'am in the call?
Smita ma'am is co-host, so sometimes she is going to give you assignments and check what you're doing.
Oh.
Okay. So, yeah.
I see.
Just a second, I'm getting a call. Give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Can you just send me the transfer details? I will do it in a couple of hours because send me, message me the details. Yeah, this is the same number as WhatsApp. Okay, you send me the details. Thank you. Okay, fine. So now I'm going to start my screen share. Okay. And tell me if you're able to see my screen. So if you are able to see my screen, right?
how come make a bot? Get started with Google Cloud.com.
So now,
So,
right? Okay, good. Now, just to make sure that you have the,
so today's topic, course
okay.
introduction for Python.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute you all. Okay, and whenever you have to basically talk, you can actually unmute yourself. Right. So I think we are all good because there's no background noise. Fine. So this is my Python shell. Okay, and this is when I Python 3, this is the version. Okay, just to do a check. Okay, we all have to start our Python shell, and to do that, you have to basically go to your command prompt, and to start command prompt, you must be seeing a text box right on left bottom of your computer. Just type there CMD. So that is a Cortana search. There's a text box in the bottom, okay, left side of your computer. So can you see that? Okay, fine. So Ritvik, I will take control of your, or rather, I will have you share your screen, okay? So that I can show to everyone, or maybe Smita ma'am can do it.
What's up?
Uh, just a second. Smita, will I be able to, will you be able to share your screen? Okay, Smita ma'am. Okay, so Ritvik.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
So you will just have to share your screen. I'm going to stop my share. Okay. You can just see in the bottom and share your screen. Okay, click on this share screen.
So can you see it?
Yeah, it's just coming up. Yes, very good. Now we can see it. Okay, so fine. And you're on full screen. So can you just go to the bottom of your computer? Take your cursor to the bottom. So can you see, all of you, can you see this search bar?
yes, sir. It takes 3 hours.
Yeah, see, for Ritvik, Python is installed and he's already in the Python shell. So I want all of you to start your Python shell. Okay, and you can do that by going to your command prompt and typing Python on that. Fine.
Python, right?
Yeah. Type Python.
Python.
Yeah. Type Python and start it.
I can't see my side. Oh my god, modern not defined. What is this?
Should I stop sharing my screen?
No, so Ritvik, can you just click on this, the small search icon which is there and in bottom of your computer?
So
Yeah.
Python.
Come to the left side of your computer. So I want everybody to observe what Ritvik is doing. So just go a little bit down. There's a search icon there. Can you see a left?
what's up?
Yeah, click on that. just type CMD.
CMD.
Sir,
Then you have to select this command prompt. That's how you start your command prompt. Just click on it. Okay.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Can you tell me from the first? I didn't
So
understand
it just
anything.
says C dot C user slash listed dot raw here.
Yeah. So see, Ritvik has done it. Very good, Ritvik. Well done. Okay. So Sanskriti, you are having problem. Anybody
Yeah.
not able to start the?
Ma'am, sir, in the command prompt, do you put like Python or like what? I just type Python.
Python and enter. You are on Windows, right, or Mac?
Windows.
Then you just type Python and hit enter.
Python is not recognized. So
Python is not recognized, so you don't have it installed.
Start the video. Start the video.
oh wait, I do. So if you put like Python as the string, tools Python.
So
So
you
3.832 there. I open it.
okay, good. So you already have it. So Ritvik,
Yes, sir.
cursor again to the search icon in the bottom. So Sanskriti, can you see this? What Ritvik did? There is a search icon on the left side of the computer. You're on Windows, right?
Yeah.
So on the left side of the computer, you find the search icon. Just type CMD on that.
Window.
CMD.
Yeah. Okay. CMD.
And then it will show you a command prompt when you hit on that.
Command prompt.
You will see command prompt.
Then,
Just click on command prompt.
yeah, I clicked.
Okay, then
Now I got some black screen thing.
so there you
Microsoft.
follow the command prompt. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you have to type Python on that. Python.
Python. Yeah.
And then hit enter.
Enter it.
Yeah. Do you see Python 3.8 shell?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So even you have Python installed. Ritvik, just go to your Python shell. Yeah, just do 2 plus 3 and hit. Everybody do this 2 plus 3 and hit enter and see if you're getting 5 and tell me if you're not getting 5.
So
We just
Five,
have
yeah.
Python, I have the command prompt and the Python thing, but then
3 on that.
where do you look? So it's not working. I put in command.
Sir, I got 5.
Yeah, I got also. I
Now you
also
have
got
both the
5.
windows.
5 and okay, so 5.
Yeah.
What about you, Shriman? You got it?
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir. I also got.
Mahir, did you get it?
No.
Yes.
Okay,
I
Mohammed.
got both of the windows, Python 3.8, 32 bytes, and then command prompt, but nothing's working.
So when the command prompt, when you type Python,
When
okay,
I type Python, Python,
no, Python,
Pyo.
Python.
Okay, got it.
Got it? And just can you do 2 plus 3 and see if you're getting 5?
Python, yes, it works.
Okay,
Just lost it.
all of you have this.
Just lost.
All of you have this Python.
The 5, yeah, so it says 5.
Okay, excellent. So congratulations to all of you and good job. Okay, good. Now, so now since we all have the right environment, now let's talk about what exactly is Python.
Okay.
Why does Richard get stressed?
So question is, what is Python?
Python is basically coding language, and it's used to code.
Just a second, you can stop the share so that I can start my share.
Yeah, that's it. Stop.
Okay, excellent. Now I'm going to share my screen. So the question is this: what is Python?
So my software on.
Yeah, so tell me, what is Python?
So Python is an integrated high-level general purpose programming language created by Guido van Rossum and first released in 1991.
Okay, so you're reading some definition. I want, from your understanding, what is Python?
My understanding is it's a coding language used to code. It's one of the most used coding languages in the world. And Python is most people say Python is used to make games. And yeah, more useful than Java.
It is easier than Java. That's what you're saying.
No, more useful.
Which is more useful than Java. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Good. Right. So, anybody else wants to share your thoughts on what is Python?
Everybody shy.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine. So, fine. I'll tell what is Python. Okay. So, Python, even though it's a name of a snake, but we are not going to talk about that Python. We are going to
You
talk.
know the snake?
Yeah, Python is the name of a snake, right?
Oh yeah, what? Oh yeah, Python. Yeah.
Python is a snake, right? But we are not going to discuss about that. Right? So we are just going to discuss about Python, the programming language. Okay. So what is programming language, right? See, we are communicating each other in a language called English, right? But this, but if you want,
So to communicate with the computer, we have the Python language.
yeah. So to
But
communicate,
in some cases, computers know how to speak English because of the programming skills.
so to communicate with the computer, we have programming language, and Python is one of
They
them.
just like Siri, girls use ask and something in their answer because they know how to speak English or other
Yes.
languages on all. So the program to do that.
Okay, okay, good. So fine. So I think we will start the class on the Python. Okay. So now you can see my screen, and can you see this gentleman?
Yeah.
There's a gentleman. His name is Guido van Rossum.
He's the one who created Python. That's
He
my first stop.
created a Python, and he's still alive.
Anything.
Sorry?
I can't see anything there.
Oh, you can't see anything? Is it black?
Yeah.
Okay, is it black for everyone?
No. I can see it.
You can see, okay. So what should we do? So for you, Kaustubh, you're not able to see it, right? It's all black?
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. So,
Maybe I found the wrong window because it just has the Blackfoot Python software technology language.
yeah, so do you have a multiple screen? Are you connected through multiple screens, Kaustubh? You're not able to see anything? Okay. Okay. Fine. So can you just try to let me stop and start the share again. Let me know if you're able to see it. Can you see again? Can you see? Okay. So Kaustubh, can you just get help from your parents on the screen?
Yes, yes. I'll read faster. Give me 2 seconds. Actually, we could see the message that Dhananjay Singh has started screen sharing. That message is coming to him.
Okay.
But
And
my way of low connecting is low connected or that.
You are viewing Dhananjay Singh's screen. That message is also coming on the top. But other than this, it's completely black screen.
completely black. So can
So
you,
when you're about to share, it says a message and then it just shows a screen.
yeah, it just shows up. So can you just switch to another window? Come back to this window again.
Sorry?
Just switch to another window and come back to this window.
Sure, sure.
So he can leave the call and join back.
Which is also, that's the second thing which we can do. If it doesn't resolve, then first we can leave the call and rejoin.
So can you see it now? Or he's left?
Yeah, so you all are able to see the screen, right?
You don't.
Kaustubh did it. Okay, Kaustubh has left or not left. Kaustubh has left the call. He must be rejoining. Fine.
Now I could able to see.
Sir, I can see it now.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Okay, fine. So he actually basically created Python programming language. Okay, and it was created in 1991, which is
That's what I said. So
yeah, which is almost like
1991 and Van Newsum and
correct, correct.
story behind the name.
And if you see, this is the logo of Python.
Logo, so yeah. So when you're about to go, if you press Python in Windows, the logo will then show. Sorry, guys.
Okay. Okay. So one this interesting bit on that is that even though this logo looks like two snakes, right? Mr. Guido Van Rossum did not name this language Python after snake. Actually, he was fond of a show, TV show called Monty Python's Flying Circus. So he was so fond of this
So
comedy
he named his thing Python.
that he used this Python name to name this programming language. Okay, he did not
And
name.
also the snake Python.
Yeah, he did not name the snake Python.
So what time does clock end? It's
Sorry?
1 hour or 2 hours?
Will end at 1 o'clock.
That's 1 more hour. That's 2 hours.
Right. Fine. So see,
Yes, sir?
Python is a programming language for us to communicate with the computers, right? Now, when I'm talking to you, I'm using statements, right? English statements. But when you're, and I'm using the right format, I'm using right sequence when I'm talking to you. If I talk in a different manner, you will not understand what I'm saying, correct? Similarly, when you write programming programs for computer to understand, you have to write instructions in the language which computer can understand, and that is what is programming language, right? Okay, and for what do we use programming language? We use programming language to create all the applications, apps, games, anything which you see on computer, even your mobile phone, the smartphone is also a computer. Whatever you see there, again, those are the things which we can create using programming language, right? Okay, so we'll get to that more now. So when the programming language is created, what it is actually? It is lots and lots of code, or
Yes, sir.
there's lots and lots of code which is written, for understand whatever we are writing. Like for example, when in this we write 5 plus 10, right? Now this Python programming language understands that, okay, I have to sum these two numbers and return it. So there is some code which is running behind, which is telling us all this thing to do, right?
So that will take about thousands of millions of lines of code.
Yes, 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 right. Thousands.
So almost every day it gets updated. On the updated, new changes happens to Python.
Right.
Rules become different. There's more addition. There's more like shortcuts to Python and
Yeah, we will come to all that. Mahir, we will come to all that. Fine. So now, so as I said, uh, when Mr. Guido created this Python programming language, he would have written a lot of code to
yes,
create.
sir. I think did he just help a very little help of somebody or like everything by himself.
Okay, so I think Mahir, you will have to let me continue with this class. If you are going to kind of talk in between, then others will not understand. Only I can understand you know what you're saying, but others will not able to understand, right?
Okay,
Let's
sir.
do the talking, right? So
Got it.
if you look at this is basically uh, the repository of Python. If you actually go to this URL link, you will see that, okay, this is the code which is written for Python. When Python was created, all these codes are written. And this code is actually open source. This means that even you can go inside this code and you can look into it. Okay, what exactly the code is written, how it is written, when I'm writing these commands, how this code is basically translating into the output. Okay. So now programming is basically is instructions given to the computer in form of inputs. Okay, and computer will process that input and it will give us output. So can you tell me before we move forward, what are the parts of the computer? What all parts computer has?
Are you asking about software or hardware?
Okay, I'm talking about computers. So software again is one part of it, but mostly I'm talking about hardware at the moment.
Okay, so it has monitors, keyboard, and then mouse,
Okay,
like that, and CPU,
correct, correct.
mm,
It has,
speakers.
okay, yeah. So I'll just write what all no parts of computer. So keyboard, mouse, right? Monitor, then CPU, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, out of this, can you identify the input devices?
Input.
And what are the input?
Keyboard.
Sorry?
Keyboard.
Keyboard is an input device. Very good, very good.
Mouse.
Mouse is also an input device, right? And what are the output? Okay, so
Output.
Sanskriti, did you understand what are the input device? What are the input?
Yeah.
device?
It's like As Kaustubh told, keyboard is the input device, and mouse and
Okay.
like that.
Actually,
Then CPU, which is a
okay, so we'll get to CPU a little later. Uh, okay, so can you identify the output devices?
output.
Monitor, speaker.
Very good, Costo. Very good. So monitor and speaker. Right. Good. And okay, so what is the full form of CPU?
Central processing unit.
Okay, so can somebody tell why we are not listing it in either input or output?
Because it is a processing device.
Because it controls.
Yes, yeah, correct. Because this is what is processing your instructions, and these instructions are you are giving through input devices, your keyboard and mouse. Okay, and after processing it, it gives its output on the output devices, right? Similarly, that is what we are going to do in software, where we are going to give instructions to the computer, right, through commands, and computer is going to process it, and then it is going to give us the output, correct? So I'm just going to write a command, print. Is it visible, or should I increase the font?
No, it is visible.
Anyway, nevertheless, let me increase a little bit font. So I'm
Sir, I already know the command hello Python.
yes, right. So can you tell me
And
what
that's the print.
what is output in this?
To make it red,
Output is
yeah.
hello Python. The printed one.
Okay, and what is input to it?
When you do the enter key, then it is processing what you have written, and then it's doing.
Yes, but actually what we are giving as input is this. This command is what we are giving as input.
Yeah.
Okay, to Python run, and it is throwing this output as hello Python is the output. Okay, so fine. So that is how we actually interact with the computer. We give input, okay, it will process it, and then it is going to throw output, and then the program will again ask, okay, what do you want me to do next? Okay, so that is how the program will work step by step. Now, if you see this, these are some of the notes. I'm going to send you all these notes. I'm going to send you all these recordings. So when you get these, you have to go through these notes. Okay, so I'm using something called a Jupyter Notebook, where I can actually very easily write commands. Okay, so if you see this another command, and you tell me what this command is doing.
I know. Says and do. For I in range, the number you put it in is a loop.
Yes, it's a loop, because we are using for loop here, right? But what exactly is this printing?
It's telling it to print like that. Like print these.
The output.
What is the output?
Output is
tables.
seven tables.
Table of 7, right? So you see that, no, I am able to do this on Jupyter Notebook. So I'm going to write my commands here, but whenever you have to write your commands, you are going to use the shell or the PyCharm. Okay, so now shell, you understood how to use it. Now can we just get on with your PyCharm as well, so that we can actually write our first program? Can you start your PyCharm and tell me once you have started it?
PyCharm.
Yes. So PyCharm, right something looks like this, PyCharm. So this is what you have to use.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, I know this.
I don't have a same thing.
You don't have PyCharm installed.
So I only
Yeah,
have the
this
one
one.
you showed me in the beginning, the command prompt and the.
Is it like this? One minute. Just a minute. Is it like my file? No.
Do you see somewhere written as PyCharm? PYCHARM.
So I don't have the PyCharm,
Okay, no problem, Mahir. You can
right?
install
Or
it.
Py.
Thank
You
you.
only have PyCharm.
Yeah, I will send you the instructions and you can install PyCharm. So I just want to know who all has
PyCharm, right? PyCharm.
yeah, PYCHARM.
Yes, so I'm on the app. Whatever it is.
Right. So Sriram, you have it?
No, sir.
Yes, I have it. So
Okay, so Mahir has it. Kaustubh should be having it. How about you, Ritvik?
it's still coming. I don't know what's coming. PyCharm, right? No spaces, right? Oh. It only searches PyCharm. PyCharm, the idle, especially the wrapper.
Have you have PyCharm installed?
Download.
Yes, sir, I have PyCharm.
You started.
Yes, I started it.
Okay, so we are going to create our first project on that. Okay.
So
So,
I have to download it.
so Sriram, Shriman, you don't have it. I think rest all of you have it, right?
I don't have it, sir.
You have PyCharm.
Yes, sir. It's a download. So one, it just comes in a file, like pycharm.community.xyz.
Okay, so Ritvik, I will ask you to share your computer screen again. Okay. I'm just going to stop my share and then can you share your screen?
Can I share my screen? I don't know what to do.
We will next time we will ask you to share. Okay, good. Very good. Right. So section this and this. Okay, just can you right click and try to run this? No, come here, Ritvik. Come on the editor window where you have written print this. My first, just right click there.
I just need to get.
Right click. Yeah. Run first. Okay, very good. So you have all installed. So can all of you see this?
Yes.
So you are able to start your PyCharm. So Kaustubh, Mahir and Sanskriti, is this the same PyCharm which you have?
I'm still
I
downloading.
have an black screen thing.
Black screen only. So what you have to do is you have to just do the new project. Okay, so just go on file.
What's up?
Click
Oh.
on file. A new project.
So it's not coming at all.
Just
I downloaded it.
my project.
Sir, actually, I cannot write in that. It's black screen and PyCharm.
Why? So should I download the professional one? Yeah, do download free trial.
There should be there should be an option, Sanskriti, to start PyCharm.
Okay, so which option?
So is this option saying new project?
My projects.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see this. It's showing like include lib scripts session on this thing.
Yeah.
Video pause.
Fine. Once it opens up, Sanskriti, you let me know. And what we will do is So Ritvik, you can actually stop the share. I'm going to ask
Console.
others to share their screen. Okay.
Just stop sharing, sir.
So
Share-
it comes on.
is-
So once you're done, you put it download. It comes on the bottom. It downloads it. So now the thing
Terminal.
called it says open
this?
file, and then it also
So my,
My
also says
projects, I
open.
need to write that.
Mahir, now it's your time. You can share your screen, Mahir.
I got it. It's a welcome to 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Just Mahir, just open your screen.
Yes, sir.
Share it. Come in the bottom and say share screen.
Where is screen? But actually, one more is sharing.
Lol has shared screen sharing. Okay, Lol. Okay, good, very good. Okay, so you're already installing it. Okay, so fine. So Mahir is getting PyCharm installed.
So I have a doubt.
Yeah.
So like I had 2 projects. How do you shift to the other project?
Yeah, we will come to that. You can just say open project in that. So you go to top menu, top bar, and you say open project. But I want to create a project with the name my project.
It takes so long.
Wait, so what is it? Can you repeat it?
You have to create a project with the name my project. Not
Yeah.
or untitled one. Just create a new project, say my project, and open it in a new window.
Okay.
Okay, so Mahir, because since it is getting installed, so let's go to some other. Mahir, you can stop the share.
Sir, can I share my screen?
Let Mahir stop the share. Can you unshare your screen?
Okay, Ultra.
Okay, good. Okay, Sanskriti, so you can share the screen.
1 minute. Can you see my screen?
Not yet. So just have to, you have to
Again, I'll do it. It's okay.
click on share screen option.
Yeah, I have clicked that. And yeah. Now, can you see?
No, nothing at the moment.
No.
Once you click on share screen, then you may have to select an option called screen. And then say,
Okay, I have pressed share screen. Then I'm clicking my PyCharm.
not PyCharm, you just, which is okay. PyCharm also you can share, that's fine. You can click on,
Okay, I have a doubt in that, so I can.
yeah. So you click, select that, and then you click share button, which is there on this pop-up.
Now,
Now we can see your screen.
yeah, so what should I do in this?
So you have to go to, just click on just take your cursor on top left. So you see project there, no, below, yeah, click on that. No, above, top left side, come little below. Yeah, wait, there, click that. You already have my project there, right? Very good, and you already have created session 1. Fine, so you are right there. Now, just come to session 1, right click on that.
Yeah.
Right click on that.
Yeah, I clicked it.
Don't move your screen, don't move your cursor, just right click there. Right click.
Right click. Okay, right click.
Yeah, so you say first option select, and then come select the Python file. Come below. Come below, yes. Select.
So
Now you say hello.
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 Hello. I need to write there.
Yes. You have to give the name of this file.
So,
Just enter.
so I pressed
1
finish
minute.
and it's not coming.
Hello and just enter. We will come to you.
And then
The name it's small K.
hello.
H should be small. The file names generally we name it small with small cap. Hello. Yes. Enter. Just hit enter. Okay. So you're inside this file hello.py. See, it already added .py extension to this file name. Now you type print hello Python.
Mm,
Open brackets.
Okay.
Just open bracket. Keep typing here. And then quotes, single quote or double quotes.
Single, double quotes.
Any quote.
Okay, this one.
No, quotes, quotes. This is colon, quotes. Double quotes,
Oh.
quotes, which is there above your slash next to return or next to enter button.
Just a minute. Is it the triangle thing?
Not the triangle, the quotes which you put, right? When you, the apostrophe which you use, right?
1 minute. Is it near the slash mark?
Above the slash mark, above the
There
slash.
is two, yeah, two up commas type of thing.
Yeah, that's the one. Just hit,
Okay.
just enter that once.
Is it like this?
Yes.
Then I need to
So this is called double quotes.
double quotes. Okay.
Double quotes because it has two quotes, right? So now you're saying hello Python.
Hello.
Okay.
Then
Good. And yeah, so now you say right click
right.
anywhere in this editor window, right click, and then you come below and say run hello because hello is your file name, right?
Yeah. Run hello. Here I got it.
So this is your first program. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Successfully written your first program. Okay, good. Now you're all set. So we are going to go to Maher. Okay, so you can
Can I stop the share?
stop the share. Okay, so Maher,
I pressed finish and it's not coming.
no problem. We will just look into it.
I pressed finish, like when she saw the chat, I pressed finish and not coming at all.
Oh, okay. So can you just share your screen, Maher?
So, well, there's nothing to share because I pressed finish and then it just the window just went and then it's gone.
No, you're not able to start PyCharm.
No, so I pressed finish, like all the things came and then this was finished. I pressed finish and then just the window closed and then it's not coming back.
No
No,
problem.
it's not showing Python.
On your Windows prompt, Windows basically menu, and then you select that. Now you select, do you see
I
PyCharm?
didn't got it.
Or you can basically search also.
Yeah, I
Search,
just got it.
search for,
PyCharm.
But it's not coming from.
it is not coming. So nobody is Mahesh, so we will send you the instructions and you can install it. Today anyway, we are not going to use PyCharm that much, right? So today you can install and be ready by tomorrow. Okay, we will check on you whether you have installed it or not. And Shriman, you can also do the same thing today. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right, so you can also install PyCharm and then be ready for tomorrow's class, right?
Yeah.
Fine, good. Now I'm going to
Yes,
just
I just opened it.
screen and I'm going to
So I just opened it up.
Yeah, so first is you all have some idea about the environment. Now we are just going to cover the language basics. Okay,
Start using Python.
right? So we are just starting the Python concepts, learning the Python concepts. Okay, so
Yeah.
so whenever we are talking, right, to each other, our language should be very nicely framed, right? Same thing is true for the computer programming language. And this is something called Zen of Python. These are basically principles of good way of programming. So I'm just telling you for your knowledge at the moment, you don't have to worry too much about it. Once you start becoming familiar with it, you can keep on referring to it. And easy way to get this is called something called Zen of Python. And to know about the guidelines, you can just say import this. Okay, if you type import this, you will see Zen of Python. You'll see all these guidelines which are there, right? And this guideline says that your code should be beautiful, right? Explicit is better than implicit. Your code should tell that, okay, what exactly it is doing. It should not have hidden meanings, okay? Simple code is better than complex. Yes, any question?
Sir, I'm only this is create new project, hoping that version control.
I'm having trouble understanding you, Mahir. So
Sir, it says create new project. It says open and it says get version control.
very good. So you were able to install PyCharm.
So it's down. Says create new project, open or which one?
Okay, okay. Don't worry about that too much, Mahir. We will make sure that you have it running. Today we will, Smita ma'am will coordinate with you.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, no problem. So see, type this command in Python shell, and it tells you what is the Zen of Python, which is written by Tim Peters, right? It says that better than complicated, flat is better than nested, sparse is better than dense, readability counts. When you're writing a program, all these things matters. So as and when you become more comfortable, more familiar with your programming language, you start adhering to these guidelines. If you're adhering to these guidelines, your program will be very nice. And if your program is very nice, it will have very less issues. And issues, we also call them bugs. So your program will have very less bugs. Okay. So you can keep on referring to this. Now we just move on. So this is just some example how in just one line of Python code you can write so many lines of code. And this program, you can actually write table of anything. You can write table of 13. It's so simple, right? Computer remembers all these things. Computer is actually computing these values on runtime, and it is so fast in doing all this, right? So you see, so powerful with just one line of code of Python. We are able to create. We are able to write complete table of 17 or any number we wish, right? Okay, so what are the advantages of writing code in Python? So Python is platform independent, right? Okay, Mahir, you want to say something?
So,
Mahir,
I'm using Python.
yeah. What are the what does this mean? Python is platform independent.
That means it doesn't share any what do you call it?
Sorry?
Another Python. It doesn't share any. It doesn't share another Python platform or another platform. Or anything.
Okay. Anybody wants to? What does this mean? and is platform independent. Okay, okay. Yeah, Mahir, you were quite close. Yeah, you were quite close. But the thing is, see, we have different platforms. And what are the different platforms we have? See, it is written here. Windows is one of the platform. Yeah, Mac is one of the platform. Unix or Linux. These are different platforms. Okay, Mahir.
Rome is a platform, right?
What is the name of what is another name of these platforms? When I'm saying Windows, Mac, Unix, Linux are platforms, what do we call them?
Lines of code.
What do we call them?
Lines of code. Or a company name, like Windows is a company name, Mac is a company name by Apple.
Okay, and Apple,
I don't know what's Unix in
Mac computers.
So what's Unix in Linux? I forgot about it.
We'll discuss about it quickly. Okay. See, these are called.
So the owner of Microsoft is Bill Gates.
Okay. Right. So see, this is basically operating systems.
Operating system.
We call them OS. So OS or operating system, and that's why you must have heard these words: Mac OS, iOS, right? Windows OS. Have you heard these names? Mac OS.
Yes.
Okay, Windows OS, iOS. Have you heard about them, right? Yeah, so where do you use iOS?
So iOS is iPhone.
Yeah, so iOS.
And Android is like not a smartphone. For example, iOS is like basically iPhone, and then Android is like those those stuff like Vivo is Android and all those companies.
Yeah. So there's something called Android.
And iOS is like the only iOS stuff I know is the iPhone. That's Apple.
So Mahir is correct, but he's only partially correct. iOS is actually operating system of iPhone. Okay. So now the question comes, what is operating system?
Operating system. Operating system means which operates the system.
Which operates the system? Yes. That's
It's clear. It's an operating system. It's clear by the name. It's an operating system.
yeah. Okay. So, Mahir, like I think you could get a headphone for yourself. Or can you put both of your earplugs in your ear? I think that in that way it will be better.
Actually, the other one broke. Like the
Other
thing
one is
broke. Like the other half is broken.
already broken that. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
But one is okay for me.
But when you're talking, then you have to bring the
Yeah.
near
I usually put this in my other ear. That just makes it really easier.
Yeah, I can see that. No worries, no worries, no worries. Okay, so yeah, so operating system is something which operates system, and that's a good answer. That's not a complete answer. Can somebody tell me what is the complete answer for operating
I think I know that.
operating system? Shriman or Ritvik?
Sir?
Yeah. So the question is, what is operating system?
So, what costume? He's not there in the call.
Yeah. Okay, Ritvik, do you know what is operating system?
Charlie.
No? Then why don't you tell us? Ritik, you're on mute.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Ritik, what is operating system?
So operating system is basically where the codes run, right? The input and output, like where the computer takes in the input and output.
Okay, fine. So I will just explain you what is operating system. So as Sanskriti said, operating system operates the system. And what is the system we are talking about? The system.
Hardware and software.
Yes. It's basically the hardware. Hardware is something which we are talking about. See, hardware is the computer which we are using. Okay. And without any software, the hardware will not work. Now, when we are talking about computer, it has so many moving parts inside it. There are so many different things in it, right? It will have keyboard, then it will have motherboard, it will have a microprocessor, then it may have a storage system. It will have a storage system, file storage system, right? All these things are hardware. Now, to operate these hardware, you actually need a software. And this layer of software which controls your hardware is actually called operating system. Okay. So operating system makes easy for us means us people to interact with the computer. Okay. Now, if I have to open my camera for the computer, right? It's very easy. I just click a button. I'll just
So
complete.
more technically, instead of people, you can use say user.
Sorry.
Because some people don't have internet or that. So instead of people, you can say users. Because they have internet. You can say users because almost every people don't have internet. So you can say users.
Yeah. So yeah, correct. So hardware will not have. Basically, it is just piece of hardware. It will not do anything unless and until you have some software to operate it, and that software is called operating system. And operating system gives us the capability to control these hardware. So when we are writing any program or when we are creating any document and when we are saving it, we are telling the hardware to save this file, the document on the storage device, right? So what we are doing, we are actually able to interact with the storage device through the operating system. Okay. So operating system makes it easy for us. When you start your Windows, you're actually starting your operating system. You're starting your Windows operating system. And then on top of that, you can basically start your PyCharm. And then in PyCharm, you can write code. And then using this code, you can create applications. Fine. Is it clear? Is it clear? What is operating system?
Yes, sir.
Okay, super. So now Python is platform independent. That means if you write code on Windows, the same code you can run on different operating systems, whether it is Mac or whether it is Linux or whether it is Unix. These are different operating systems, or it is even Android. You can actually run Python code on Android as well. Okay. Yeah. So now let's do a comparison to see why actually there are a lot of programming languages. Can you tell me what are the different programming languages which are there out there?
I do.
C plus.
Because I know most of them.
Yeah. So now programming languages, right? So now tell me. I'm just going to write the names.
Java.
Python,
Java.
HTML,
C plus plus.
C++.
Just basic. Just basic.
C.
Yes. Basic, and then you said C as well.
Python.
Python, exactly. Python. How can we miss this? What else? Somebody
C++.
learning JavaScript as well. Correct. Right? Yeah, so good, very good. You did quite good actually. These are one of the most popular ones. Okay, so these are the different programming languages, right? The way we have your French or German or English, then we have Kannada, right? And we have Hindi. All these are different languages for communication between human beings. Similarly, we have different programming languages to communicate with computer.
But also, it can also come, communicate with computers. Once you code with communicate with English, because you already coded the, you're teaching the computer how to teach the language, but then you're coding.
Okay, good, good. Very good. Okay, so now we will discuss why actually we are learning Python. And there are so many different programming languages out there, right?
Because it's the easiest.
Because Python is the easiest. And actually that probably is one of the reason, but that is not the
Very good person.
top reason for using Python. I will just come to you why Python is the preferred programming language. Okay, so if you see top programming languages, and if you go to this URL, SpyPL, that is basically your programming language ranking. It basically comes out with this ranking every year, and you can see which programming language is on top of this stack. It is Python, right? So Python is the most popular programming language in whole world. And then we have Java, JavaScript, C Sharp, PHP, C++, R, Objective-C, Swift, and Kotlin. Okay, now can you tell me where for creating what kinds of application do you use these programming languages? So using Python, yeah.
So Python you use it to make games. Java use it to make websites, I think, and JavaScript we use to make websites or something like that.
Yes. Good. Actually, Mahe, very good answer. So Python and Java actually both can be used for creating games, but they also use as the
But mostly people use Python to make games instead of Java.
Yeah, right. So JavaScript is something which you actually use when you're creating websites, which I think Ritvik would have done it using JavaScript. Ritvik would have created some websites. Okay, and then C Sharp is a language which is similar to Java and Python, and it is also heavily used on the server side. Okay, now the question comes, what is a server?
I don't know the server stuff.
Okay, haven't you seen that? Okay, when you're searching Google, actually you're searching into Google servers. Have you heard this term?
No, I've never heard.
You open some website, like for example, Book My Show, right? And the website does not open. Then your parents will say, "Oh, looks like server is down."
Yeah, because because there might be like
So isn't it?
updating it, or they might be doing something else.
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
maybe some hacker has hacked into it and made server down for a reason.
Yes.
Or maybe made McAfee down so nobody can detect their computers, and then they just go and hack all the computers.
Okay.
That's like computer stuff. If hackers can do that.
tell you what exactly is client server. So can you see the diagram?
There's some internet,
Yes.
client.
Server is an internet thing.
Server, and then there are different computers. A mobile phone is a computer, and this is a desktop, and this is a laptop, and they're also called clients. Okay, clients.
Clients.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then these all clients are actually talking to the server.
Connected to the server
Yeah.
that is connected to internet.
Yes.
Internet is gone to every computers.
Yes. Exactly.
So there's also an internet thing called the UPS. So if the power goes out, the internet goes down, the UPS saves the internet, for half an hour you can go without internet. You have internet, though the power is gone.
Yes, Maher. Talking about UPS.
Yes, sir. Then I want right in front of me.
Okay. Okay. So see, if you see this, right? Now Google code or any server which you create, right? As the name suggests, that piece of code is serving the request. Like for example, let's say if we want to book a ticket on Book My Show, okay, then when we open this website, what is the website content will actually come from the server of Book My Show.
So server is one part of part of internet, or
Yeah.
is it only that is only goes to the internet, and internet goes to every product of electric things like that?
Okay, let's first talk about what is internet.
Okay.
Okay.
Internet is computer networks that goes
Internet
to
is
the
a
whole world.
medium. It's a medium to like communicate with the server.
Yeah. So see, first of all, internet is the network of computers, as Sanskriti rightly said. Okay, it is network of computers. So see, we have millions and I think hundreds of millions of computers, including laptop and including your smartphones, and even if you have smart home, then you will have some devices which are connected to this network. Okay, so now when all these computers are connected in network, then actually one computer can communicate with another computer.
Yeah, just like what we are doing now.
Just like what we are doing now. Very good. Yeah, so that is basically the network of computers is something which is called internet. Now in this network of computer, which is internet, this network of computer, we client also connect to this network. So the computers which you have, you're also connecting to this network. Okay, and our computer also becomes part of this network, part of this internet network. Okay, so it means we can actually communicate with internet, and even internet can communicate with us because our computer has become part of the internet. If let's say if you disconnect your computer from network, from Wi-Fi, then your computer, nobody can communicate. Neither you can communicate with others, others cannot communicate with you, right?
Yeah, nobody can communicate if you don't have internet.
Yes. So that's how we can communicate once we are connected to the internet, and then server is also a computer. Okay, where you're running some special software. Okay, and this special software job is to listen to the request which is coming from these clients. So these are the clients. Okay, this client, let's say this is computer of Shriman, he says, okay, I want to book a ticket. So the request from Shriman's computer will go to internet. It will go to server. Server will find all the list of movies and send it to Shriman. And then Shriman can select, okay, this is the movie I want to see. And then again, he places the request. The request goes on the server. And here in the server, the ticket for Shriman will be booked and the confirmation will be sent to Shriman's computer as well as Shriman's mobile phone. That, okay, Shriman, this is the QR code. And you can use this QR code when you are going to watch the movie in the theater, right? So server is basically, serving the requests which are coming from different computers, which are called clients, right?
Sir, is there any chance that a server can get full?
Very good question, Shriman. Yes, there is a chance in which server is also computer. If you start sending a lot of data to the server and server does not have enough storage capacity, then the storage capacity can become full. Okay, so so one has to basically clean up that storage to make more space. Just think about it. Server is nothing different than a computer. The computer which you are using currently, that can also act as a server. Only thing is you have to run the special software. And by learning Python, you can create that special software through which you can run your own servers.
Sir, so there are no multiple servers?
Right, so there are multiple servers. So every, let's say, Book My Show, right? Let's say this server belongs to Book My Show. So here it is showing as one instance, basically one server. But similarly, Book My Show, because Book My Show is catering to lot of users, millions of users. So it will have multiple of them. It can even have this kind of server. It can have thousands of them. Google has, I think, millions of these servers. Okay. When you're sending one request to google.com, it will send your request to one of the servers or to multiple servers to get your request processed faster, send the response back.
So the server is not it's not any person is not controlling that server, or is it controlled by itself?
Okay. So see the way, how does your program or your computer works? See, if you run a code, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you, let's say you start a game, right? And if you don't close it, the game will keep on running, right? So similarly, server software will keep on running. Server software will keep on running because the request can come any time of the day, right? It can come in the midnight. Let's say Shriman, in the night he decides, so tomorrow I'm going to watch a movie, right? And he asks his parents, okay, can you book me ticket of my favorite movie, Iron Man, right? So in that case, the server has to cater to that request, right? Even if it is midnight or even if it is 3 o'clock in the night or any time of the day. So the server is constantly running.
Yeah.
Okay? The server is constantly running. So when the request comes, it on its own, it processes it and then it sends the response back. And as Shriman said, there could be some issues also, like the server got full, which means the storage or the database of the server became full. So then there will be a support staff which will do the maintenance activity. Over the period of time, they will be basically doing this maintenance activity. And also in the server, there could be set of developers who probably will be creating new versions of server, a better version of the server, which can be faster and it can have more features, right? And that special software can be installed in the server again. Okay, so this version of these softwares also keep on changing. Okay.
Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
Like if there are more people using a server, will the server start lagging?
Okay, another good question. Yes, if the server is loaded and the developer or the system engineer has not planned for it, for the capacity, let's say he designed the server for, let's say 100,000. Okay, 1 lakh people he designed the server. But actually there was some hit movie and then let's say 5 lakh people came on the server. Then of course, not only the server will start lagging, but it can also start dropping requests from many people. Okay, and maybe it can also crash if it is overloaded. Okay, so the system engineer or the developer or the programmer should have planned for the capacity. Okay, there will be 500,000 people. Let me better have multiple servers. Okay, but these system engineers are smart. They will keep monitoring. Okay, what is the load on the server? And we can anticipate also. There is a new movie coming on Friday, right? Fridays generally new movies come, so they may use the capacity just for Friday also. They can be ready for the spike. Okay,
Okay.
so accordingly they
Sir,
can plan the server capacity as well. Yeah.
sir, can a hacker hack the server and the internet?
Yeah. So uh, so see, the thing is, as we discussed, internet is network of computers, right? So hacker can actually hack into different computers. Okay, but to per se hack internet, that probably may not be correct, because an internet is a network of probably millions of computers,
Yeah.
probably millions of computers, right? So a hacker can actually hack into the software if the hacker is smart. Like I can see a hacker in our group at the moment, and I can see there's a hacker sitting here, right here. Okay, so now if the hacker is smart and the system engineer or the developer has not done a great job, then hacker can actually bypass the security system built in for server, and he can get into the server code. But no, in advanced courses, you will actually learn about how to secure the server as well. Okay, so don't worry about all those things. Those are advanced topic. Now, for that matter, basically you start learning how to start, programming bits and pieces of computer program. Okay, and then eventually, then you can build your server as well. Fine. So is it clear what is server, what is internet, what are clients?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So I
yes,
think
sir.
class is over.
Okay, it's going to get over, Mahir.
in 10 minutes.
Yes, in 10
Yeah.
minutes. Yeah. So
8 minutes.
yeah, so these are different programming language, and if you see Objective C and Swift, they're actually used where, Mahir? Can you tell me?
I
Objective
don't know. I don't know those programming
Swift.
languages.
are actually used in iPhone.
I have heard about Swift, but
Okay, yeah, yeah. It's one of the pretty popular programming languages on mobile app development. And the apps which you see on iOS or iPhone, on your iPad or iPhone, are actually built using Swift. And Objective C is the language which was used earlier to build iPhone apps and even Mac apps. Okay. So among all of us, who is using Mac?
hmm,
Raise your hand if you're using Mac.
Who is using Mac?
I don't. I use Windows.
You're using Windows. So I am using Mac. Okay, and
Ritvik, are you
use
using
Windows.
Windows?
I'm using.
Yeah, Microsoft Windows.
Can you see this Apple icon?
Same here.
Yeah. So my Macintosh or Mac OS. Okay, or Mac OS X also people call it.
I have Windows 10.
Sir, so then there are like a few developers who created auto driving cars, right?
Yeah.
Then which software do they use? Do they use Python for that, or Java or JavaScript?
Yeah, so see, what does this self-driving car use? It uses artificial intelligence. Okay, and Python is super hit in artificial intelligence. Okay, and there are lots of developers who are creating lots and lots of library for artificial intelligence, AI, and Python is actually gaining a lot of popularity because of that. Okay. So yeah, so these are different programming languages. You will look about will basically you will get more familiar with them later. So if you see this yellow line, this is the Python line, and you see 2005. No, there were only 2-3% people using Python, but when it came to 2020, there are a lot of people, almost like 15% in the world, people use Python.
I see 29, so
Sorry.
29% showed over there.
Yeah, yeah, right. So this is trend line. Yes. Okay. So since we already have this Python installed, but this is a website which you should keep on referring to it, and this is python.org. And you know what a funny part? You can actually, if you look at this, and you can actually run your program, Python program, right here itself. This website gives you Python interactive shell, where you can actually write your Python programs. Just loading this interpreter, and I can write my program, which is Python.
It's pretty cool, so not bad.
All right. Right. So even on this website, you can write some of the programs, but it has a lot of documentations, and you can actually go through a lot of tutorials also. You can actually if you have to read about functions or different features, you can actually refer to this, and this will be something which you'll be
Only that.
referring
There
to.
were 7 participants, now there are only
Okay,
7.
fine. Okay. So that is what is there, python.org, and we are using 3.0, and this has been evolution of Python versions in different way. These are different time frames. There's a Python 2 version also, which had been popular, but we are going to use version 3, and Python is actually going to drop the support for the 2. But
Start 3.8.2.
yeah, 2.2, right? So that's a good version to use.
Sir, as the developers started making new versions of Python, did they add more features to Python?
Yeah, every now and then. So there will be lot. So Python community is very famous, right? And you, once you become even you can write code for Python. Okay, you can add some features to Python because Python is open source. You can see the source code, you can make changes, you can modify it. Okay, and then you can send it for review. And if your code is good, Python community will absorb it. Okay.
Sir, so all these were not created by the developers, or someone else created all these versions?
No, all these are created by developers over last 30 years. Okay.
So till now, no one helped like the developers to create new versions.
No, developers are helping to create the versions, new versions also. Okay, software developers only work on these kind of things. Okay, so software developers can be system developers, can be programming language developers, can be mobile app developers, can be website developers, can be AI developers, artificial intelligence developers. Okay, can be robot developers as well, where they're writing software code. So programming language and program is used in all the different fields. Okay. So these are the big companies. Have you heard about these names? Google, Facebook. Uber. These are the big names, and which use this, which use Python heavily. Okay, and actually Google conducts a lot of coding competitions also using Python.
Even MIT Arts and Random.
Yeah, so
There's
MIT.
a marathon.
Yes. Okay. These are the different purpose of Python. Okay. As I was saying, programming language can be used for different purpose, and Python can be used for scripting, web development. Okay. Numerical analysis, desktop UIs, scientific calculations, machine learning. Once you are comfortable with your Python language, then you can actually start delving into this. Okay, these are the advanced topic like web
So
development
what
or AI.
desktop UIs?
Desktop UIs is basically, if I open this window, if you see this, right? Can you see this UI? This is basically something like your Windows Explorer. I can explore my files. Okay, I can explore my files. So this UI is actually a desktop UI. Why? Because this is not a web-based UI. This is not a web UI. What is web UI? Web UI is something which is running on the browser. This is Safari is one of the browsers. Okay. To create web UI, you use HTML. But Python can be used to create desktop UIs. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. So, and then there are different type of Python implementations also. Sorry. Yeah. So when I say Python, what is implementation? So see, when I am saying let's say if I want to print hi 20 times, what should I do? If I want to print hi 20 times, what should I do?
Into 20.
Very good. Yeah, hi 20, right? So this is what you can do. Now I am writing this command, but Python is outputting this. This is the output for Python. So why it is giving output like this? Because that's how it is implemented. Okay, which is called implementation of the programming language, right? So Python implementation which we are using is actually, so when you're creating this implementation, it will also require a programming language to create it, right? And Python has been created, the one which we will be using, and the one which is most popular is created using C, and it's called C Python. Okay, but we also have Jython, which is created in Java, Iron Python, created in C#, different versions of different implementations of Python. Okay, and that is
Anaconda also.
yes.
All the snake names are coming in this.
Sir, I have Anaconda.
You have Anaconda, yes. Anaconda is another software, but we will not be using Anaconda. Anaconda, when you install Anaconda, it gives you its own version of Python. Okay.
So till now I used that version only.
You want see if you use Anaconda, you can use it, but if you are comfortable, because Anaconda can be a little bit complicated, as it has more tools in it. Okay? But if you are using, you can use it. Okay. Okay, now this is another reason to become a Python programmer. Have you heard this story?
Yeah.
Okay.
About a crow which wants to drink water.
Yeah, so look at this crow. This is the crow which we heard story about. This crow is very smart, but
Very intelligent.
yeah, but it does not.
Saw some stones and it put inside the pot and then it is drinking.
Yes, he's a smart crow, but he does not know programming. So he's just putting stones and getting the water up, and then he can drink it, right? But if
Basically, when the stone is when he's programming, when he's learning programming, and then programming, that means like the stick is basically writing variables and all, and he's drinking the water, and then I don't know the Python program. I don't know.
The programmer it's taking a straw and drinking, and in Python programmer
Right? So programmer
taking
is
an
kind of using a software tool to make his life easy. And look at the Python programmer. Look at him. He's
He just like sleeping.
doing the same thing, but he's just doing that in a very easy manner. He's just enjoying his doing, right? So that
So,
is
so basically, non-programmer, it takes a lot of time and effort to do things. Programmer, it takes a lot of effort but very less time. And a Python programmer, it takes very less time and very less effort.
very nicely summarized. Very nicely summarized, Freeman. That is exactly the way you write programs in Python. You write programs in a very easy manner, but you can have your code do lot of things by writing the simple lines of code. Okay, so Python program is what, and these are the IDEs. What is the full form of IDE? Anybody?
Integrated development.
environment. It's written there.
Yeah, it's written there.
But what is the meaning of that?
Yeah, so environment like PyCharm, that is what we are going to use, and PyCharm will provide us a lot of help. We'll see that later. Okay, so I think we will stop here because now we'll be getting into the heavier concept like compiler and interpreter. So that is something which we are going to cover tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to send you this notes for this, and I'll send you the complete notes. If you can get signed, you can actually try out these things. There are some computer programs also, some Python programs also. You can try out these things in Shell or maybe in PyCharm also, right? And you all know how to create a new file in PyCharm, right? And then run it. So Shriman and Mahir, you can get your PyCharm up and running by today. Okay?
Yeah, and in this the first Python program, it's written like calculate the area of circles, all these things.
Yes.
That in the that in 9, what is it written? I don't understand that.
This one, so this is.
It's just talking about like the Python is talking to us or what? Like that.
Sir, I already created this project.
See, the thing is, these are the comments. Comments is basically these line, the developers, which will be you. You will be writing these comments to explain the program.
Sir, so the computer won't read those comments. It will not read them.
Won't read these comments because computer is smart. It will just read this program. But for us to make it easier to understand, we write these comments. Okay, create a program that asks the user to enter their name and their age, print out message address to them, and then tell that when they will turn 100 years, how many years. Correct. So this is part of the documentation, which as a programmer, as a developer, we should do when we are writing.
So we will try it in the next class.
I already finished doing this.
We will try out in the next class. And if you get time and if you are curious, you can try it yourself. I'll just quickly run it and show it.
You'll get the answer, whatever that gives.
Done it right here, right? So what is your name? If I'm running this, what is your name? So my name is Manjay, right? Okay, and it is asking my name. So I'm just going to make up some age. Okay, so I'm just like 25 years. So you will be 100 years old in 75 years. There's some calculation, right?
What does that mean? You will be 100 years old in 75 years?
25 years old now. So when I'm going to turn 100 years, if this is a problem statement which I wanted to give my computer, hey computer, can you tell me in how much time, in how many years? So my age currently, let's say, is 37, let's say, okay? In how many years I'm going to be 100 years?
63.
63. Yes, the computer is going to give you the answer. So this is a small problem which you're trying to solve using the computer, using the program. And then once you're comfortable with all this, then you will start solving bigger problems using the programming language by programming them. Okay, bigger problems of doing different stuff you're going to see. Fine. Okay, so I think this is a great person. Was a great person, and can
Steve Jobs. Right now.
jobs very good. He was a visionary.
He, why is it in app iPhone?
He was the
Um,
one who created the Apple
thing?
company.
iPhone's logo. Did
He,
he create iPhone?
He created Apple.
he created Apple, and Apple created iPhone.
Oh yeah.
He was a
I
person.
have Apple.
Oh, you
I have Apple Tab. Yeah.
you have iPad.
Yeah.
Oh, and the first version of iPhone was launched by Steve Jobs.
So his name is Street Johns.
Steve Jobs.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
No worries, you can Google it. Steve
Jobs.
Jobs. Steve, S-T-E-V-E,
Steve.
and Jobs, Jobs.
Okay, Jobs. Okay.
Okay. And what
Difficult name.
giving to us?
Everyone should learn how to code. It teaches you how to think. Okay. So if you learn to code, it will teach you how to think.
Sharpen your mind. Sharpen your mind, and you'll be able to think logically. You will improve your math skills also. Okay. So good. I think we are over the time, but it's okay. We are just a little bit over, and Maher had joined late, so that's why we are over the time, right, Maher? From tomorrow, we are going to be all in time at 11 o'clock.
I thought classes are 11:30.
Oh, your clock is showing 11:30?
No, I thought classes are 11:30. I didn't know if I 11.
Oh, okay. No problem. Okay. So yeah, so 11 o'clock is the time, and that's what we are going to have on Saturdays and Sunday, right? So I'm going to send you this notes, and I'm going to send this video, and you can go through it. And actually, there is a key, right? So kind of every day you should try and spend about 2 hours in Python programming for next 6 weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
That's how you will actually learn Python. Otherwise,
Okay.
no, we will be building concept on concept. We will not be able to follow through. Okay. So every day during the weekend and during the weekday, spend at least 2 hours, minimum 2 hours in learning Python. If you can spend more, well and good, because Python is world's most popular language. And if you learn it, you can create cool things, which can be your games as well as your self-driving car software.
My mother told like when you learn coding, you will learn robotics soon.
Yes.
That's so.
Yes. Now, what is robot?
Robots are the things that you can control by any chip or anything like video games or something like that, or it's like something you make it and you make it perform something.
You make it perform something, and the chip which it has, the chip is nothing but a computer.
Yeah,
Or the
that chip is nothing but a computer. Like how we are controlling that computer. Like we need Google, we need Bing, all these things. Just like that, we need to control robots in that.
Yes. Correct. So that's how for that computer you will have to write program to control even the robot.
Yeah.
Okay, so Maher is ready to leave, and all are ready to leave, and we will see you tomorrow,
Yeah.
Saturday. Okay. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.